Hello there, this is Dawn with Dawn's Creative Chalet, and thanks for joining me today. We're going to do some fun stuff, making a paper basket just in time for Easter, but they are not meant just for Easter either. So if you have any scraps of the Designer Series paper laying around, or even using some cardstock, in 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to try to prove to you that you can do this too. It's adorable, it really is. And I thought I'd make a little basket for my niece for Easter coming up. And there's very little stamping on it actually. It's mostly using paper and some double stick tape and a stapler. So let's get started. First of all, what you're going to need are some strips of paper. Let's see, here we have 2, 3, 4, we should have 5 of these buggers. So we're going to need 5 of these strips at 10 by 1 1/4. Then you're going to need 3 strips of paper, and that will be measured at 12 by 3/4 inch. And then depending on how you want your handle, I have just 1. You can put it all on the edge, or you can add 2. But as far as the handle goes, what I'm using is Pool Party, and that strip is at, let's see here, it's 9 by 3/4 inch. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing you're going to want to do, just to save time, and I did all 3 already, is on the strips here at 12 by 3/4 inch, I went ahead and I put double stick tape on all 3. For 2 of them, we're going to set them aside. I need my little pokey tool because I have these claws that I'm always dealing with. They seem to be a handicap for me. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to take all 5 of these strips, determining which side you want for your basket. And I'm thinking those 2 color combos are quite pretty. So what we're going to do is making sure that the outside of your basket color is facing down. And you're going to put these all in a row, all 5, starting from left to right. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is staple these together, just to give it some extra stability. 4 and 5. And don't worry about that if they're straight or not, because we're going to cover the staples magically. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this and wrap it, whoops, flimsy little thing, all the way around, and covering about halfway. For goodness sakes, that's sticky. All right, there we go. So now you have this funny looking thing. We're going to go ahead and staple that as well. Where did I end that? Right, like so. Now I'm going to consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 strips. So going from left to right. The first thing we're going to do is take strip 1 and put it next to strip 5. And I hope you can see that okay. Then we're going to take strip 2 and continue this pattern all the way around the basket. You can see how it's going to kind of crisscross, and continue around. And you'll notice it's going to get a little tight, but it's okay. All right, and putting in like so. And last but not least, tuck this bugger in. Hopefully this works. Oh dear. Okay, and like so. So now you have the base, that is, of your basket. Ta-da! Now the next thing you're going to want to do is take the next strip of your 12 by 3/4 inch, Whoops, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Actually, what we want to do first is we want to make sure we know where our handle is going to go, and we're going to put that in place. So I want my handle similar to this one here, one right in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead, put your handle on the other side, and staple like so. Easy peasy. The next thing you're going to want to do now, if we have our handle in place, taking another one of these strips of the 12 by 3/4 inch, and we're going to work on the inside. So our inside of the basket is going to look finished as well. And we're going to carefully, whoa, goodness sakes, be careful because this stuff is pretty sticky. We're going to line the inside of the basket. And I'm going to find here where this is going to be easier. I'm not messing with my handle here. There we go. That makes life a little easier. So we're going around our basket on the inside and just making it a little prettier. Now keep in mind that these baskets don't have to be just for Easter. You could give them as little housewarming gifts to neighbors, little thank you gifts to co-workers at work, all kinds of cool little things. And just think of all the little goodies you could fit inside that basket. Let's see here, my last strip of 3/4 inch by 12, and again, remove that covering off your sticky strip. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cover all these little staples here. So I like to usually start the back of the basket, so I'll just kind of look and see which I kind of like better. And again, following all the way around. So there you have your basic basket. Now, if you want to add, of course, some stamping to it, gotta have some stamping. Whoa! I'm going to go ahead and use the rich raspberry. Add a little bunny here. Take my 1 3/8 inch circle punch. Punch that little bunny right out. Take my scallop punch, using a piece of rich raspberry scrap paper. Okay, and then taking, and other than of course adding your goodies into your basket, if you wanted to add ribbon like I have on this one, it adds an extra little cutesy touch to it. And that was Pool Party seam binding ribbon that I used. And then a matter of just taking some of this little fluff stuff, stick a little in there like so, put your goodies inside the basket, and there you have a cutesy little gift for somebody. So I hope that you'll give it a try. A lot of fun to make, and again, they're super simple, and it's a great way to use up some scraps. This was the Sycamore Street Designer Series paper from Celebration. Thanks so much for stamping with me. This is Dawn at Dawn's Creative Chalet. Make sure to visit my blog at dawnscreativechalet.com. Happy stamping!